Have you ever attempted to comprehend the mysterious sigma infj only to become bogged down in a maze of complexities? A universe that is owned by the sigma infj, where charisma and mystery collide. Their allure is their enigmatic nature. They are a puzzle enclosed in a mystique. They entice you yet stay just out of reach, much like a captivating novel you can't put down. So have a seat, because we're going to explore this complex maze in great detail. Together, let's go out on our adventure into the complex labyrinth that is the universe of sigma infj. The sigma infj's unbreakable wall of mistrust is one of the first obstacles you may run into. Now, this is not at all what you would call distant or standoffish. It's a little more nuanced than that. You know, we at Sigma infj are naturally doubtful. They constantly search for contradictions and inconsistencies, much like seasoned investigators. They frequently hesitate to open up to others because of their innate distrust. Their hearts are like locked vaults that only those who have gained their confidence can enter. However, why is this the case? Well, there can be a variety of causes. They may be naturally inclined to zealously guard their inner world, or it may be the result of prior experiences that have worn them down. To ensure that no unwanted guests get past their walls, Sigma infj surround their thoughts and feelings like a castle with a moat. Although Sigma infj may come across as remote, this guarded demeanor is actually a wall of defense that they have put up around themselves. Contrary to popular belief, Sigma infj yearns for closeness. The worst part is that they're afraid of it as well. It is a conundrum that is both intricate and fascinating. Imagine wanting honey badly, but you're afraid of the bees that make it. That is a Sigma infj's emotional terrain. They are afraid of the vulnerability that intimacy demands, but they long for genuine, deep connections. In their relationships, this conflict is a tango of the heart. A dance between want and fear. It's similar to wanting to dive into the water but being afraid of what's under the surface. They dread the same depth that they want. They walk a tightrope in their search for deep connections. It's an intricate aspect of who they are. Although it might be a formidable barrier, intimacy anxiety is manageable. Gaining insight into this paradox is essential to becoming near a Sigma infj. It's about having faith, being patient, and seeing that fear is only one aspect of their complicated nature. Instead of sharing their personal experiences, Sigma infj would much rather observe from the sidelines. They are naturally curious and profoundly fascinated by the way the universe functions, but this curiosity isn't driven by a desire to jump right into the action or fulfill a demand for participation. Rather, Sigma infj observe the world from a comfortable distance as to guests in a magnificent theater. Their inclination to observe rather than engage can frequently give the impression that they are distant or even unapproachable. However, do not regard their stillness as a sign of apathy. Rather, they are merely taking in, comprehending, and digesting information. They are similar to silent scholars who acquire knowledge by attentive observation and listening, rather than by face-to-face interaction. Their ability to observe individuals and circumstances at a level that many of us find impossible to comprehend is made possible by this method. It's not that people are unwilling to talk about their own experiences, they just think it would be more beneficial to see yours. They may come out as aloof due to their inclination toward observation, but this is just how they observe the world. Sigma infj has extremely high requirements for friendship. They don't just invite people into their inner circle. Why wouldn't they be then? These thoughtful people don't just give their trust away like free samples at the grocery store. They meticulously choose only the best ingredients for their concoctions, much like skilled cooks. Their close-knit group of pals serves as the recipe in this instance. They're being choosy, picking only people who genuinely share their beliefs and values, rather than being picky in the traditional sense. Having a small group of friends who genuinely understand and value them is more important to them than having friends everywhere in the world. They prioritize quality over quantity and depth above breadth. And although others may find them evasive or even distant, this is simply their method of making sure their friendships are real and important. They may come across as picky due to their high standards, but they genuinely prefer quality to quantity in relationships. Peeling an onion is similar to unraveling a Sigma INFJ. There are countless layers to uncover. You see, Sigma INFJ are not your typical individuals. They are complex, diverse, and intricate. They resemble a complex maze where every step reveals a different aspect of their personalities and a deeper side to their characters. You may believe that you understand them completely, but then, unexpectedly, a new facet of their personality that you were previously unaware of emerges. It resembles a never-ending treasure hunt in which every clue you find takes you farther into the maze, and each find is more fascinating than the last. Their layers are essential parts of who they are. They are not obstacles. Yes, they are mysterious, but that's what makes them fascinating. They can appear mysterious due to their depth and intricacy, yet that is only part of their allure. They may appear like a mystery because of their innumerable layers, but comprehending them gets easier as you peel back each layer. Sigma INFJ will put you to the test before they open up. They only want honesty. It's about expressing who you really are, unadulterated and unfiltered, not about acing a test or passing an exam. Sigma INFJ place a high emphasis on authenticity and have a keen sense of when someone isn't being sincere. They'll pierce the surface with their questions not only to strike up a conversation, but to gain a deeper understanding of who you really are. They are curious about your hobbies, anxieties, and dreams. Instead of fleeting friendships, they are searching for true, meaningful ties. Now, this may come across as aloof or even judgmental from Sigma INFJ, but they are merely attempting to determine whether you are someone they can open up to and trust. So please don't take it personally. Although their tests may give the impression that they are skeptics, they are merely trying to find real links. For Sigma INFJ, emotional disclosure is like trying to crack open a clam. Though it may seem like a difficult puzzle, let's get started. Envision a planet encased in a shell, pulsating with a galactic array of ideas, sensations, and emotions. That is the inner workings of a Sigma INFJ's intellect. It's a completely different ballgame when it comes to expressing these feelings. They frequently struggle to say the correct thing at the appropriate moment. They resemble lost poets, full of verse but unable to put pen to paper. This frequently results in the misunderstanding that they are aloof or chilly, similar to an iceberg drifting in the sea. All they're really doing is attempting to make their way through the maze of their feelings. It's more a matter of figuring out how to do it correctly than a lack of want to open out. They may appear aloof because of their difficulty opening up, yet it's just a barrier to self-expression. Even though they are difficult to find, Sigma INFJ are well worth the money. They resemble an uncut diamond. You see, delving into a relationship with a Sigma INFJ is an adventure of the deep sea, a voyage to the center of a mystery, not just a straightforward outing. But wow, are the riches you'll find irreplaceable. Let's start by discussing loyalty. Strongly devoted are the Sigma INFJ. They don't show their emotions too much, but when they do reveal something personal, their dedication is unwavering. They are your rock, steadfast and unwavering. There for you whenever you need them, and they'll be there for you through thick and thin and the whirlwinds of life. Let's explore their depth next. A Sigma INFJ's mind is a maze of ideas and concepts and a storehouse of knowledge. They contemplate the enigmas of the cosmos, the subtleties of human conduct, and the symphony of feelings. They want genuine, in-depth conversations, not just small talk. You should therefore expect a brain workout that will broaden your perspectives when you interact with them. Not to mention the distinct viewpoint they offer to friendships. Sigma INFJ have a unique perspective on the world. They sense the invisible, the unsaid, the undercurrents. They see past the obvious and the surface. They'll force you to grow, question your preconceptions, and open your eyes to fresh perspectives. Therefore, it could be difficult to establish a relationship with a Sigma INFJ. It could be like attempting to put together a complicated jigsaw puzzle without a reference image. But once everything starts to come together, a stunning, complicated, and completely enthralling image is revealed. Although Sigma INFJ can be challenging to approach, once you do, you'll discover a friendship that is genuinely unique. That concludes our video conversation. I hope to see you in the next one.